Oh, I'll tell you what, me and Bartnick had a great one. Bartnick, so I was going to do that Supernova show. And then I found out that the owners got COVID, so that got canceled. So I was at the apartment in Beverly Hills there, nothing to do, and I go, all right, fuck it. I go, Bartnick, you were away. So I go, Bartnick, you want to go get a glass of wine and some meatballs? Yeah, whatever you want. Yeah.
I mean, we're in Beverly Hills. This is great. I'm with Verzi.
Yeah. So we go to Dan Tannis over there.
I love that fucking place.
And we were talking to the fucking bartender when they closed down. They let us stay in a little bit. He's just telling us these amazing stories of people that came in there drinking red wine, eating meatballs, couple of shrimp, and it was just so great. And and Bartnick goes, Verzi, how great is this? He gets so excited.
I wish I was there, dude. Well, what was some of the? I know everybody's been in there.
Oh, dude, yeah, it's just like Gandolfini used to fly to LAX, call the bartender, and said the plane just touched down. I'll be there in 20 minutes, and he would get the steak. Rest his soul. He would get the steak, and he'd go in, he'd sit down, he'd eat the steak. Just got like celebrities would come and knock on the door. He was just like, dude, yeah, he said the original owner wouldn't sell it until he finally did. He never wanted a partner. And then he finally sold it this bartender's been there since 2008, but he said he finally sold it. I don't know if it was like 11 or 12. He finally sold it not long ago, but he was just
the same vibe.
He did not want a partner. The guy, Dan Tan, he did not want a partner. And then finally
That's a smart move in business. That's a smart move.
Especially if it's a well-oiled machine making money.
Rob you blind.
Yeah, if it's making money and you kind of have it as a well-oiled machine that's been working, and then some guy goes, "Hey, I'll buy a piece." You're like, it's the only time you go partners is if I'd go partners with you.
Can I ask you a question? When you fly private, are you going to take that selfie in front of the plane and act like you don't know people are taking your picture?
No.
You look down that way?
No, I won't do that. But I'll take a picture if there's like. I'm the guy that
picturing you with a bunch of platinum on. Just
no, come on, dude. No, I would take the picture of like the sushi. Like I would take the picture of like the sushi if they had gummy bears or candy, like the little things that I like those amenities. I would take pictures of that. Like if they were like, Paul, we got you we know you like gummy bears and sushi. We thought that would be a nice little thing. I would take a picture of that and say like, something like that. But I wouldn't be in front of the plane like I wouldn't do, or like, pointing or no, I wouldn't do that.
I don't know. Come on, Paul.
No.
Fresh shaved head. You got your sunglasses on. It's a beautiful day.
No. Not
Bill, even send it to your wife.
Bill, the only time you saw me
do you're married.
No.
The Sicilian Drake. You're not going to take that fucking. You start getting the lions in your beard. Oh, we're losing Paul. That's when I know you're going to have money, when you start to look like in your 20s you were in a boy band.
No, I wouldn't do that.
People start coming up to you. We were in O-Town? No, man, that ain't me. No, Verzi, I tell jokes.
All right. Remember me and you, you called me out. See, the thing is, I got friends that would call me out like the same way. There's a couple people like you, but when I got drunk on that boat and I was like 8 drinks in with no shirt on and I was in good shape and I was hammered on the boat and I did that. And you go, dude, I just saw that thing. He goes, please tell me this is what Bill said. He goes, I just saw the picture. Please tell me you're drinking right now or something. I was like, oh, dude, I'm hammered.
Yeah. Oh, you took a shirtless photo. I was like, oh no, we're losing him.
Yeah, I was like, no, dude. You go, you please tell me you're drunk. I go, Bill, I'm 8 in, dude. I'm fucking hammered. And you go, yeah, dude. He goes, you even had the look on your face. Like, I'm not like that. I'm not like that.
I know that level drunk. I saw that at the Alamo.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Paul, you put on a display when we were in San Antonio. Shirt came off. Remember that? Dude, that was a flip phone picture. I took a picture. You were just like, dude, let's take a fucking crazy picture at the Alamo. Watch this. You take your shirt off. What the fuck is he doing? Holds it up. You were just like, you had your face. It was like,
dude, if that was a horror movie.
Yeah, you did, dude. You look like George the Animal Steel. I took the picture. I remember looking at it. I went, whoa, dude, look at that. Fucking, you should be in a movie, dude. That looks sick.
I really, really love not drinking. And what really sucks is I really, really love having a buzz. So I found the happy medium where I can have 2 drinks now, but they have to be nice. Dude, I did Andrew Santino's podcast, dude. And he goes, Verzi, he goes, I know it's called whiskey ginger. You do not have to, he's like, you don't have to drink it, whatever. He's like, some people, but if you want, and I go, and he goes, I got one of the best whiskeys in the world over there. And I just go, I mean, dude, you can't tell me that. I say, yeah, I'll have one. You can't, hey, I got one of the best whiskeys in the world.
Sounds luxurious and convenient.
Yeah. And then the glass he had didn't sit down like a normal glass. It went on its side and it rolled. So so the bottom of it was like a sphere, like a triangle, and it just rolled around. And he poured this shit in it, dude. And I sipped it. Dude, 3 sips in, I was like, "It's the greatest podcast I've ever been on. This is fucking. You know how to make somebody feel comfortable, dude." It was, but I had 2. And it felt incredible. And I was able to leave it at there. It took me 40 something years to drink. But dude, waking up now, 2 drinks, it sucks. 2 drinks and I feel it. It fucking stinks.
Yeah.
You would think somebody would invent something to fix that. Something. Like, why? Like, is it, they say that there's a pill where they guarantee if you take it, you'll never be hungover, but that's bullshit.
Or you could just listen to your body going like, all right, dude, just try not to do this. You know what I mean? Like all of that shit where you go around it. All those pilots who just inhale like straight oxygen because you're depriving your brain of like oxygen or something like that. It's really bad. I mean, I really wish I didn't drink to the level. I mean, I had fun, Paul. I had a hell of a career.
Wait, what do you mean pilots with the thing over them? You mean the fighter pilots?
No. I mean, that's the thing like in aviation. You're not supposed to drink, 8 hours before if you go a little.
Oh, okay.
You're fucking really hungover or whatever. You just pure oxygen. Evidently that gets you where you need to be.
I did this thing one time at who was it? I think it might have been like comedian Joe Matteri. Some goes, dude, you got to do that. And I could never get through it. I was laughing so hard. A pilot is just sick and hungover from like eating like fast food and throwing up, and he's like, yeah, folks, we're gonna be about 37,000 feet. If you look to the left, we're gonna be going over Utah in a little bit, and he's just like, we'll talk to you soon. Dude, you got to take over the throw. It just tells the other guy, just like throwing up and shit.
Dude, that's scary, man. Because that's the thing, too. It's like you don't, okay, so you don't drink, you're not doing drugs. They don't say, like, hey, don't keep eating Hardee's every fucking day before you get up. That's why you got 2 guys up there.
Oh, no, man. I saw this kid. I talked about it on stage in Michigan. I go, can you iron your shirt? This kid looked like he was in 10th grade and his shirt was all fucked up. And I said, he looked like he still lived at home going, Ma, where's my Delta shirt? I got to go to fucking Orlando in 2 hours. It was like, dude, this kid looked like, yeah. And somebody goes, they go, yeah, dude, the old timers are getting shipped out and they're leaving. So now a lot of these young kids who are learning on like video games and computer simulators are the new pilots, which I guess is good because you need a new crop. But this kid looked like he slept on his shirt all night and he looked like he was in 10th grade, man. It was really fun. I was like, that kid is flying 300 people right now. Looked ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah. Corporations do that. The whole, I kind of came in at the tail end of the glamour of flying. I remember in the 70s when they had the colorful seats.
Catch me if you can, dude. They were looked up to.
Yeah, and the stewardesses were beautiful, and the fucking pilots, were like, I don't know, they looked like leading men. I mean, it wasn't all like that, but it was just like that. That was the vibe, and it was like flying was glamorous. The food was fucking horrible, though. I do remember that. Like they had not figured out how to make it taste all right on the plane, at least what we were in coach. And I remember flying like United or American out to the Midwest to see my grandparents when they were still alive. And I still remember those orange seats and all of that shit. But like my mother like dressed us all, and we were little kids, and she dressed us all up in suits and ties, and we got on the thing. And now people come on, some people come on, they're barely dressed.
Yeah, no, it's
especially on like those the red-eye flights. You know, those chicks come on with like got like this a stuffed animal and shit. You know, those weird. Was there anything worse when you hook up with a chick and she's got a bunch of stuffed animals in the bed? It's just like, what the fuck?
Oh my God.
How old are you?
Yeah.
26? Don't you think you should get rid of that? Make me feel like a fucking pedophile over here.
Dude, I saw a pilot just crushing a Big Mac at McDonald's. Dude, his gut was hanging out over his belt, and he was just fucking. And it was a pilot, dude. He had the wings. He was just crushing fucking burgers, man. And I was just like, ugh.
Yeah, you come walking up. You're like, so where you going today? Sacramento. Oh, cool. Shit.